Hey guys, so in this video we're going to be going over boon perks, ranking them, and looking at some alternatives to some of them. The first perk we're looking at is Boon Elimination from Alan Wake, and I think this is the worst boon out of the 5. The reason I think this is the worst boon perk is because it only shows you the auras of generators and chests, and boons already take a lot of time to set up, and that time could be used on things like generators and other things. And I do think there are some perks that substitute boon elimination really well, like Deja Vu, Visionary, and Plunderer's Instinct. Those all give you instant value with no setup time and usually are very helpful no matter what. Because the main issue with boons is that they require you to set them up, and then you also have to be in that area to even receive a buff. And Illumination does have another effect where it increases your speed for Blessing and Cleansing by 10% if you have a lit boon. But at the end of the day, like something like Deja Vu makes you do gens faster, shows you the 3-gen. Plunderer's Instinct helps you get better stuff from chests, shows you the chests. And like Visionary just shows you the gens. Like, I think it's just not ideal. The next boon we're going to be talking about is Boon Dark Theory, which I think is a little better than Illumination, but it's also, compared to the other boons, not very good. And so Boon Dark Theory does give you a 2% haste bonus when you're in the area. But this is very situational because you have to also be in chase within that boon area, and usually the killer will either hear the boon and snuff it out, or they're just not going to chase you in that area at the end of the day. And alternatives to this perk I think would honestly just be any haste perk, like Sprint Burst, Life, just honestly anything. Our next perk is Shadow Step, and I honestly do like this perk and think it's way better than the other ones we've discussed so far. I think Shadow Step is great for creating a safe haven for survivors to run to, because it generally does help keeping the killer off your tail because they lose your scratch marks, which honestly helps out a ton in chase, especially if they're losing line of sight and there's walls. Shadow Step also hides your aura, which I think is amazing, and genuinely it's great. And the only substitutes I'd really give for are perks like Lucky Break, Off the Record, things like that to decept the killer. Our next perk is Boon Exponential, and I think this is like one of, like, it's an S tier boon perk. Yeah, like, yes, it's not an S tier perk, but I think it's a very good boon perk. And I think honestly, yeah, you should be running it if you like boons, because I mean it gives you Unbreakable, right? That's very strong, and like it counters slugging, things like that. And yes, it can always be snuffed out, but it genuinely is very helpful and gives you at least some value. Like, you'll recover faster, which helps you get picked up quicker too, which is very helpful. And honestly, I would say the only substitute for it is Unbreakable, Conviction, or like, honestly, yeah, I'd say that's about it. So our last perk here is Boon Circle of Healing, which makes you heal 100% faster in the radius and lets your teammates see you if you're injured. Very good and very helpful for sure. And I think it's really good when used properly. I don't think you should be running across the map after getting unhooked to go get healed in it, because at the end of the day, just get healed there, because you can waste a lot of time running back towards it or just setting it up. Like, if you get unhooked and start setting it up, like, just get healed at that point, I think. And again, with boons, you are taking away time. And you're essentially investing that time to hopefully get something out of it later. And I think there's honestly only 2 perks, Exponential and Circle of Healing, that really are worth that risk. Thank you for watching, and at the end of the day, again, like, these are my opinions, so if you like using boons, go for it. Like, it's totally fine. This is just kind of what I think about them and why I don't use them and why I tend to use stronger perks. But again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.